Hey, I hope you're having a great Transformers Tuesday. Today we're looking at Optimus Prime from the new Transformers 1. I just got this yesterday. I was standing in my store looking at this particular figure, the Studio Series, in my left hand, and in my right hand I was looking at the $20 figure. I think somebody said it was a PC figure. I can't remember what they said it stood for. I think Prime Collection. I keep thinking politically correct, or computer. All right, so this is from the Metropolis of Iacon, Optimus Prime. Nobody has seen the movie yet, of course. There's only been like 2 previews out so far, I think. I've only seen one. But a hero fulfills his destiny, becoming the legendary Optimus Prime, backdrop included, which is what I got him on. And I took the picture. I hope I'll be using for the thumbnail. This is from Studio Series 112. And it says Optimus Prime on here. I've been calling him Orion Pax because it looks like Orion Pax to me. It is deluxe class, and here is the UPC if you want to scan it and see if your store has this one in stock. They've been trickling out slowly. I've heard people have nothing in their store so far, which I was like, wow, for once my store is not the only sucky store in the universe. So taking a look at it in hand, we have a fairly nice looking head sculpt. I like the head sculpt on it. I picked him over the other one for some reasons because, number one, I figured for $5 more I got my money's worth. Even now I'm holding things that are falling off of him, which do annoy me. I also thought it was really weird. He has like a golden color to him almost. I don't know if it's pulled off on the screen, but it's got like I'm not sure how to explain it. It's like a golden silverish color. I can't name the color. I don't know what the color is. Sorry. All right, so looking at him in full screen now, opening it up a little bit. While I was pulling him up, this thing falls out. I just found it from watching another person's video last night where to even put it in robot mode, which is back here, and it doesn't really want to stay on mine. I don't know, maybe I'm not putting enough force into it. And then when I try to do any force on anything on him, I have things that pop off. So one of the things is my crotch plate. Somebody on one of the reviews said, for some people this has been a problem. Mine falls off quite easily. It's like, it does this a lot, which is weird enough. And then it just falls off. And if you try the place that I make it fall off when I'm doing this is this chest. I don't know if it's supposed to be this far off of the thing. I'm pretty sure it's not, but I'm trying to get this to go down. Now it reminds me of a knockoff side swipe that I have that you just can't get the thing to go down. It would just will not see. So it's very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. And then somebody actually on that channel, somebody who's reapplying, it wasn't the person who made the video, said, yeah, they took theirs back because they just couldn't handle it. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel like I had to give up. I feel like after transforming, I thought maybe it just needs kibbles and bits put in the right place. Maybe they weren't originally put in the right place. Maybe they got shaken loose. But this little thing right here, it's just not going in there and it's not staying put. So when you're playing with it, this comes off and his crotch plate comes off. And you know what? I'm just inclined to leave it off at this point because I'll put it in a bag because it's just fiddly. I don't like that. This piece right here I hate. And then this chest does not want to go down to save its life. And I'm trying to see if there's something I need to compact in there to make it go down farther, and I just can't figure it out. And this honestly is a waste. I don't see what the point is. Maybe it's something to do with the movie, but it's supposed to be little guns on the front of you in robot or car mode or truck mode. This energy axe is kind of cool. The person who did a review I just watched this morning actually did both of them at the same time, this one and the one I was looking at. And he was talking about the pros and cons of each one. The energy axe on this, he liked the painted on better one. I think that's probably true. I don't know. I like the energy axe just fine. Here's the look of it. All right. Another thing he was talking about is the hands. I was wondering if that noise was my cat. The hands, they're easily seen in the robot or the truck mode. That is weird. It's a really weird truck mode to begin with. I keep feeling like these should be on the outside. Like I got the legs backwards, like I'm supposed to turn around like this and flip him around or something like that. It just doesn't look right. That looks a little bit more right for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. But I can't do that because then he definitely won't tab in. Or maybe he will. Maybe I'm supposed to turn around and that's why. Oh, the tabs stay consistent. That definitely looks like a spine on his back though. All right, so yeah, I don't know about you, I can't get that to go in. This crotch plate, I'm like going, you know what, I'm done with it. And then if I try to flip these out, like when you're doing the transformation, they do flip out. Then it leaves his inside leg looking hollow, and it's like, nah, that doesn't look any better though. It just, if they didn't have this white or whatever color you want to call that, cream, I think it would look a lot better. It just sticks out. It really makes my eyes hone in on that part. Other than that, his legs look fine. I mean, they look pretty good. I just feel like they're backwards. Like that should be the outside. That should be the inside. Maybe it's just me. Maybe they put it on backwards in the factory and nobody's noticed yet. But then again, he wouldn't transform like he does. So the transforming, I didn't take the instructions out to look at them. I just went ahead and did it. It was fairly intuitive. Looking at the box, you gotta, when you're putting together a puzzle, you gotta have the box of the puzzle there in front of you. I'm just gonna leave this off. If you put it on, it's the same. It just kind of gets lost in the transformation. All right, so I noticed that the arms are down at the bottom, so I pulled these out. The head, I turned it around. I don't know if you're supposed to do this or not, and then just push down, and it kind of like, oh, it all went away. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the matrix of leadership is right there. You have to put that in when you get it, and it's kind of hard to get in at first, but I'm not taking it out. So if you want to see it more prettily, like, oh, look, it's so pretty. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to put it in his hand too. Like, I saw the guy doing, oh, right there, these little slits right here where you put them into. I kind of want to do that though. Let me do that. He was having a hard time getting his in. I'm like, I wonder if I have a hard time too. You can't have the same issues. It's gonna be different issues. So the matrix of leadership, it doesn't go into his fist like the cheaper one does. That one goes down into it. This one, you put it at an angle. Okay, that's just weird. All right, so you put it at an angle so you can put it like he's pulling it. There you go, like that. All right, let me put it back in there before I drop it on the ground and never see it again, because the cat will probably end up playing with it. All right, truck mode comes out, the grill comes out. And this is kind of interesting. I mean, this folds down, which is really strange to begin with. And then that completes the side of the thing. Let me pull both of them down and off. Let me pull it completely off while I'm at it. That didn't happen last night, so that's a new oopsie daisy. I feel like they could have done a little bit better on this one. I feel like it was rushed to, like, let's hurry up and get these out, and they weren't putting enough into it at first. I feel like we're going to get a correction one down the road, which means, oh, I get to buy it twice. Yay. Oh, God, I can't get it back on there. There's too much fiddle-faddle things falling off kind of crap. And this is new. This did not happen last night, so please stand by. Technical difficulties. All right, and you know the legs are going to flip around this way. All right, so we've got to pull this down, this down, down, down. This comes in and completes this. This comes in and completes this side. Now here's what I thought was so weird. See these little dots right there? Yeah, it just comes over and covers them up. So you got the same thing twice there. Just leave the arms where they are right now. You know the legs are going to go together, but before you can get together, you got to pull these out. So put them over on this side to like a false train track, it looks like almost. Oh yeah, I found out the hard way. You want to put this in before you squeeze his legs together. So this thing right here, his battle axe, go ahead and put it on one side right here. That, see, his kneecap has got like the thing right here for the side. It's very obvious. Stick it in that side, stick his axe down between the two peg things, and then carefully get this in while this is going at the same time. All right, that looks like a train so much. Then you push down the toes so you can tippy toe through the tulips. All right, oh crap. Fold that up. All right, here's the part I'm personally having a struggle with. I don't know if it's just me or if everybody else is, but trying to get that on there is fine, but then trying to get the hands on this thing at the same time, sometimes they want to come on there, sometimes they fall right back off. It doesn't want to stay on mine. Maybe I'm doing something that doesn't need to be done. Like, you don't have to do that. That's true, you don't have to. But it seems like it's there for a reason. That side goes in. It seems like if you get one side in, the other side pops out, kind of like the teeter-totter effect. So let's see if it rolls without doing all that. Nope, I still got his thighs down too far. Woo! I hate when she does that. She just comes up and tickles my leg like she barely skims it. Yeah, that's about all I'm going to do for that. 'Cause I mean, it's okay in truck mode. And then you got this little piece you put on the front, which I don't personally like it. I don't think it's going to improve its looks any. Am I doing it upside down? Yes, I'm talking about you, sweetheart. Well, not right now. I was talking about you 5 seconds ago. So here it is in truck mode, so to speak. Oh, yeah, and you got to turn these pipes around unless you want them in gun mode, which I kind of just want to keep in gun mode personally. So it's in gun mode, not gun mode, but if you got your guns in your front, why not have them on the side as well? All right, so I got the smokestacks. Got clear plastic here. Now the cheaper one does not have clear plastic. It's painted blue, and like I said, the person who said that to me they like the other one better, I could see why. But I'm not going to just give up on mine and get rid of it. I still like it. It's got a lot of bad things about it. It's just really fiddle-faddly. What is she doing now? Yeah, she was in there fine sleeping, and now I come in here and just like suddenly the cat's like, oh, I'm gonna wake up and start bugging you. All right, so that's truck mode. Transforming it back, you just pull this off, which is really hard to do. I feel like it gets stuck in there so good. You can put that on the backpack. I'm just gonna put these in a bag and put them all to the side because I don't really like them. The weapon is okay. I like melee weapons, of course, as you know. Okay, we're gonna pull the top off. He's gonna blow his top. Then we're gonna pull these out. Pull his head around. Now his head also, for mine, seems to just be floating there in robot mode. It seems like it should be plugged into something else on the back as well, because it just seems like it's like it. You know what I'm saying? It's not plugged into anything, so it's just kind of free floating. Kitty. She's down below me right now. It just doesn't seem to be like it's doing anything. It's just laying around doing nothing. I'm not talking about you, Midnight. She was laying around doing nothing until I came in here, and then she's like, oh, I'm gonna go bugging now. No, okay, thanks. All right. So another issue like I personally have is just this head. It's not that it falls off or anything else. It just doesn't stay put. I like things that click into place and stay in place. Oh, the arms, it's a little weird getting on back in. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to break it trying to come back in. It's just a different way of transforming I'm not used to. See, there we go. You just got to accordion it in, really. And then the backpack also feels fiddle-faddly, like it doesn't have any, it needs to lock in. Otherwise, it just feels like I'm trying to put things together. It wants to not be a secure point. It's like putting a jack on your car to lift it up and you realize you didn't put it in the right place. And I've never done it, but I've seen people do it, and you just lift off the side fender of your car. That's what it feels like. Pull his toes up, put the weird leg pieces back on the inside, which I don't see. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't see them being that big of a deal. I mean, they could have stayed out there just fine, except this would be more obtrusive, but I don't know. I'm trying not to be negative, but at the same time, it's like, it's not an overly all bad figure. It's just, there's some issues they should have addressed before they let it go out to production. They did just kind of said, let it fly. Like this needs to be locked into place. That fiddle-faddle thing, why even have it at this point? I thought, well, I'll just have to deal with it. No, it doesn't really add anything to it. It looks fine without it. I'm just going to put it in a bag along with this thing, because this thing, I was like, oh, it just goes in the bag. Well, that's easy. Yeah, until you try to touch it or play with it, then it wants to fall off again. And I thought if they would make it where you can lock it into place here, and then that would lock it into here. So, but it still doesn't. See, that would have been a feature that they should have thought about, where this connects to, like, say, those little holes right, like the hole right there or something, and that wouldn't be so pop-o-matic bubbly. I just don't like that. I like things that are snug and secure. And even his chest, it's like, it doesn't click into place. Nothing clicks into place here. This doesn't click. This doesn't click into place. It's like on a windy day, he's like, woo, woo, I'm being blown all over the place. And his head is like, what the heck? Well, I want it like snap, snap, snap. I want things to snap into place. So you know, next time I go, I'll probably pick up the other one and then see if that one is better. But I do like the colors of it. I like that almost yellow color to him. It's very different from what you're used to seeing with Optimus Prime. Which is weird, because if I didn't see that word right there, I would have put down this is Orion Pax. But evidently it is Optimus Prime. And I wonder if they did that because they know the words Optimus Prime will sell, as opposed to Orion Pax, which is like, who's he? He's nobody. Because people haven't seen the movie yet, but they want to sell the toys. See what I'm saying? So I feel like they put the more noticeable trademark name on there. One last thing before I let you go, and I know you're like, oh, this has been boring. Let's see how tall he is. He is about 15 centimeters tall. For Americans, he is about 6 inches tall. So he is in the deluxe class, which doesn't really mean anything. Because I saw him in the box. I was like, did the boxes get bigger or did he get smaller? Because I swear he's tiny. He looks so tiny on the shelf compared to all the other deluxe class figures. And the prices did go back up at my Walmart. They were $19.99 for a while there. They're back up to $25. So I don't know if your Walmart's adjusted the prices back up again or left them. Let me know in the comments below. Y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching, and Maranatha.